So in the wake of the Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury rematch falling apart or being cancelled, no sooner has it been cancelled that the WBC have now formally announced they will order Deontay Wilder to make a mandatory defence of his WBC heavyweight title against mandatory challenger Dominic Breazeale. Okay, now I am on Boxing Scene as we speak, and I'm just trying to kind of find various kind of quotes that I can kind of read just to make everything kind of clearer. There is a statement from Mauricio Sullivan, the WBC president, that says here that WBC World Heavyweight Champion Deontay Wilder shall fulfill his mandatory obligation by fighting Dominic Breazeale next. WBC President Mauricio Sullivan declared in a statement released through the WBC press office. A bid hearing has been set aside for April the 4th in Mexico City in the event that two sides cannot come to terms within the designated time frame. Okay, so that's a statement given by Mauricio Sullivan. Now, I would imagine that this shouldn't be too hard to make. Wilder is advised by Al Heyman, as to was Dominic Breazeale. There is some beef there, stemming back from when Deontay Wilder fought Jared Washington. There was, I believe, an altercation between Breazeale and Wilder. All that being said, I have to address the two elephants in the room. One is, how come, because I've read that article and looked through it, there's no mention of Dillian Whyte, which really, at this stage, like, Dillian Whyte was ordered to fight Breazeale in a title fight, in a WBC interim title fight. There's not even a mention of him. I can imagine that in lieu of the Tyson Fury rematch falling apart, the fact that the WBC called it in the first place will probably mean that that Tyson Fury will get first dib at Deontay Wilder should he beat Dominic Breazeale, which I expect him to. So they've not mentioned Dillian Whyte. So Dillian Whyte again, and this really is getting silly at this stage, that WBC are playing Dillian Whyte like an instrument at this stage. They gave him a shot, or he was told he could fight Luis Ortiz for the second mandatory, which could have taken, maybe 2 years, maybe even longer to get. So what was the point of fighting Luis Ortiz? He is still ranked as... The worrying thing here is that I think the rankings are Dillian Whyte number 1. I think Tyson Fury is number 2. I think actually Luis Ortiz might even be number 3. And you've got a mandatory challenger in Breazeale at number 4. That is ridiculous. That's silly. I mean, number 4... the WBC are a joke at this stage. They really, truly are. So that's what we're dealing with now with the WBC. I really don't know what to make of it. I really don't. The person I feel bad for is Dillian Whyte, because Dillian Whyte has fought guys like Joseph Parker, who has Derek Chisora, and these are fights that he didn't have to take. Now, to be fair, he could have had a fight with Anthony Joshua, but he wanted to go the WBC route, I believe. So he decided to, steer away from that, which is fair enough. And again, he's getting kind of put to one side, and Deontay Wilder has to fight Dominic Breazeale. They have been talking about Wilder coming out again on May 18th for his next fight, obviously with the Fury fight not happening. Dominic Breazeale, I think that's a fairly simple routine defence for Deontay Wilder. I think he'll have too many problems with Breazeale. Breazeale's a fighter, he comes to fight, he's got a tremendous heart, but he has been down a few times. He's not chinny, but you don't have to be chinny to get knocked out by Deontay Wilder, and he's very slow, painfully slow is Dominic Breazeale. So he is going to be an easy target for Deontay Wilder. He'll stand straight in front of him. Wilder will have an easy time landing the right hand on Dominic Breazeale. I really don't see... I would be very surprised if Breazeale lasts as long as he does with Wilder as he does with AJ. And that's not to say Wilder's better than AJ. No, it's I think Wilder's that bit more explosive, and I think he hits harder with the right hand, and he's faster with the right hand. I think he'll be able to catch Breazeale, and whereas Joshua will hit you a few times and put you down, I think Wilder needs to hit you once. And that's not saying that Joshua was feather-fisted, he's certainly not. I mean, Povetkin, he was pretty much hit once and he was pretty much down. So yeah, those are my thoughts on this. It's Dillian Whyte I kind of feel bad for in the situation as it is. Now, where does he go? If he signs up with Eddie Hearn again, who does he have to fight really, realistically? Other than Anthony Joshua, I talked about maybe Usyk, but we don't know about that. So I think that Dillian Whyte at this stage, he's been talking about signing with Bob Arum, or there's been rumours going around, and I think that's maybe the best fit for him, because he can get a Tyson Fury fight out of it, and that would be very big in the UK. So those are my thoughts on this. Leave yours down below. As always, I'd love to hear from you, see what you think, and hope you liked this video. Hope you enjoyed my fly review video that I done this morning. I've actually used them again today now, just back from the gym, so they felt a little bit better today. I still prefer my Everlast for those who watched it. So Please leave a like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And as always, I will talk to you after.